Hello, people. Welcome to Chat Her Up. It has been a minute, but
Child.
I am Joy, Dr. Joy, pre-PhD. That don't mean nothing, but roll with me. We got Montique here today, and we got Callie here today.
Yeah.
And Demisio is going to pop in eventually. We hope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how are you ladies? It's been a minute.
It's been too long. How are you? I miss y'all.
I know.
But
By the
now
way,
we have something to watch, so we will be
yes.
consistent. Like we had nothing
Yeah, it was nothing
in
on.
these reality TV streets. What is going on?
I've
So
been watching, it's about to go off too. I've been watching Love and Marriage Detroit. Love
is
and
it
Marriage
good?
Detroit. It's a chill kind of reality show. I know why people don't like it. Some of the
Okay.
things I know why people don't like it. Some of the beefs don't make
I
sense.
need to I need to
Like
hear
they
it.
got a new girl that is obviously that one doctor girl. I can't even remember her name. Anthony's wife. They say Anthony's husband because
Mm-hmm.
he real in messy and she
Mm-hmm.
real weird. And this is this girl's friend who obviously don't like Christine. She came on the show to go after her. And it's crazy. Like every scene she's in, she's pissed, she's angry. And, unfortunately, a lot of adult Black women aren't taught how to express themselves. We like this persona of just being tough and mean. So nobody really understands why she's so angry. And they talk vaguely. You weren't a good friend to me. Girl, what does that mean? Like,
What?
it doesn't mean anything. So unless you say you did X, Y, and Z to me, and I
Mm-hmm.
felt X, Y, and Z, and then you ghosted me or whatever, that it doesn't make sense. And I noticed that just watching a lot of reality TV that we are really scared to say things. Y'all tease me about this sometimes, that I'll be like, well, the real issue is, and then I'll break it down because we don't really express ourselves. We
Right.
we talk vague. We think we do. We think we're good communicators, but we talk in circles. You
So why
playing in
didn't we do
my
that
face.
show? Did you not think it was worthy or
Well, I like it. It's only 5 episodes. Next week
oh
is the finale. That's shocking. I understand because they're talking in circles. When
uh-huh.
you, I don't think these girls really get that this isn't good TV, and it has become so commonplace of a reality show that's halfway decent first season. You give it a second chance for the second season, and now everybody goes after whoever the breakout is, whoever that is. And it's
Yep.
obviously
That's who
Christina.
you're yep.
It's become redundant. Like, instead of like, don't nobody want you, we don't even understand your beef. We ain't see it. It don't make sense. And the girl, obviously, all we know is they used to work together. She actually bought clothes that she bought from Christina to a restaurant to throw them at her.
Stop it, girl.
I'm not lying. Like, that's a moment. That's not good reality TV. We've seen that before. You're better off being natural, trying to be girlfriends, navigate through that. And when issues arise, real issues, then you deal with them. But all this off, it doesn't make sense. So I know why they only got 5 episodes, because it's just not good, coherent TV. It just doesn't make sense.
That's crazy.
Um,
Well,
I will disagree with you just a little bit, Joy. I think some people do know how to express themselves very well, but I think the listening skills of others is what isn't important, and so they don't use them. They listen to respond, but not to really hear and take advantage of what you're listening to.
of course,
yeah.
there's no uh everybody in anything. I just can't think of. I'll tell you, I say this, I've actually said this often. And since we're on Potomac, believe it or not, one of the best communicators on there, she messy, is Ashley.
Yeah.
She's messy. I ain't talking about none of that stuff. Actually knows how to say, hey, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, it may be, as Kiara did bring to her attention at reunion, it was a good point. You are good at expressing what you did because she takes ownership a lot, unlike a whole lot of people. It's going to be interesting next week to see this sit down that Wendy and Giselle does. We're going to see who takes ownership because unlike a lot of beefs, we saw this one play out online on television.
Okay.
So we'll see, and that should be a conversation. Who's the better communicator? You have this professor that brags of, with words or whatever, and then you have Giselle over here who just is messy as sin. But it'll be interesting to see. But I don't think hardly any of them are good communicators because it takes a lot of vulnerability dealing with friendships and the hurt that comes behind them when they fall apart. And a lot of people don't want to show that. So they show I'm angry instead of I'm really disappointed that X, Y, and Z happened. And they never tell you what X, Y, and Z is. They don't.
Because they're not mature enough.
They're not mature enough. So I just don't see it often in reality TV. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. It just doesn't happen often. But the person that I think, like I said on Potomac, is Ashley. I think she is probably one of the better communicators.
Ashley will take ownership, but she's messy, honey.
Oh, I ain't say she would.
Because she definitely don't change her ways, even though she takes ownership. She's just going to repeat that same thing again.
Yes, honey.
Nah, I ain't say she wasn't.
She definitely.
but when the situation comes up and they have conversations, Ashley's honest. Like, how many people in reality TV is flat out said, I'm getting you back for X, Y, and Z? That's why. Like, she said that on tape. Because she was ticked off at how what's her name handled that Monique stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that it means something.
Is that our chesting moment of the week? Talking about DC? Was it DC or Detroit?
I guess so.
I mean, Detroit.
Okay, Detroit.
Yeah,
I was fixing my avatar while you guys was talking. I loved it. Okay.
What do y'all think? What's been happening? It's so much been happening with this Diddy stuff. We ain't even really talking.
Oh, let's talk about that. So I don't know much about it. Oh, everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. Okay, now let's talk.
I sent y'all that lady. It's a lady on TikTok. She's real popular. She was on a couple of documentaries.
Oh.
Her handle on TikTok is I know I'm not a lawyer, but
you sent that to us?
Mm-hmm. She breaks down every big court, whatever that's going on. And she broke down because she reads all the indictments and then summarizes them. That's how I knew so much about Portia and Simon. And
so summarize this for, because I need to know. And then we're going to get to the show.
It's a lot in that indictment. For one, there's actually only one. So for one, I didn't realize that being flued out, that cultural word, is bordering on prostitution. Yes. I know it is, but this is what they're getting him on. Apparently, there's some girl that Diddy has flued out consistently since 2009, and whoever this girl is, this particular girl is known to be a trick. Now, is she a straight up hooker, or was she like Diddy's pass around girl? That isn't quite clear. But what is clear is it's only one girl though. But what's tricky about that is a man can fly you out. You done met somebody on the internet because you showing your butt on Instagram, and a guy could fly you out. And if any point you're ready to leave or you don't want to be there anymore, that is now racketeering because it was over because he flew you from one state to another.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, so, and it's because I guess it's not international, but it's like transporting. I don't know what the word is, but
racketeering.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the issue. It's going to all
from
the
one
different
state to
areas.
another. Yeah, it's one
Yeah,
state to
that's
another.
the issue.
It's so
And
many.
it was drugs involved, right? Like they were.
Yeah,
No.
he
Okay.
apparently had drugs everywhere. He apparently
Yeah, baby
allowed
oil.
people. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the things, the rumors isn't in the indictment, but what is in the indictment, I don't know who this person is, but apparently there was, I don't know if he was a rapper or a singer, who Puffy bragged about, if you don't do X, Y, and Z. And apparently this is, I don't know if this was online. He made a threat that is visible to people, to the average people. And I don't know if it was online or he was just talking crap in an interview or whatever, but whatever it is, it was recorded. And whoever this other guy is, his car was blown up. So
Oh
one,
yeah, that's Kid
I
Cudi.
feel okay. So I know we have Manuel, but do we need to do like a hot topics day? Because it's like,
yeah, that one is deep. If y'all want me to, when this ends, I'll go online and send you all that because she breaks that down.
so are y'all
All I
okay?
can-
Maybe Wednesday, let's do a hot topics day, like with.
We can. Let me end
Okay.
with this. Let me end with this.
Okay.
The reason that they didn't give him, which I think is jacked up, but under the circumstances, the reason that they didn't let him out on bail, because he was willing to give up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like all his passport, his kids' passport, put up X amount of money, turn over his keys because he owns a private plane, all that stuff. The reason that they didn't let him out is between the time that he was first raided and actually indicted and arrested, Puffy been on the phone like crazy, calling people himself, not his handlers, calling people. They said that girl, and I didn't watch Making a Band 2 because I was disgusted by him in Making a Band 1. But it's a black girl that was in Making a Band 2.
Dawn Richards.
Yeah. They said he called her one time like 27 times in an
No,
hour.
no. It was the girl that's in the group with Don Richards and P. Diddy, the group Dirty Money. The girl that received the calls, 56 different calls in a day, she wasn't on the show, but she was just a part of that trio. She put it out there that she did not witness anything that Don Richards saw. She says none of that happened to her, but she also said Diddy has called me 56 times. That's part of why he's still in jail.
Yeah, and I was, because they said the soft intimidation, because he was doing soft intimidation. That's why Puffy called himself doing the right thing and giving people their rights to their music.
Right.
Puffy has reigned by terror. French Montana, I heard him say on
now,
the video.
I was shocked about that.
Yeah, I'm not. French Montana said in the late 90s, early 2000s, like when he was trying to come on, Puffy wanted to sign him and he propositioned him. French Montana said he declined, and he said Puffy has tried to blackball his entire career.
You mean like sexually?
Yes, they said he's a sexual demon. He obviously has, like, a big part of his indictment is how everything is fueled by his sexual desires.
It's really sick.
Yeah, he's really sick. Like, he blackmails folks, I'll do this. So it makes you think, like, who all went to the top under Puffy?
And and now Tupac,
we losing people. I'm just gonna let y'all know, but keep on.
That's okay. Tupac's people are getting their lawyers involved to see exactly what did P. Diddy have to do with his
because
death.
That is one of them. They're saying that in that indictment there is a charge, not necessarily that final hit, but that he put that first hit. Remember when Puffy shot at the not Puffy, Tupac was shot at the studio in New York, and he wrote the song "Who Shot Me." That's what they're saying he was involved with that. And it's crazy because in real time, I remember thinking Tupac has lost his mind.
Yeah.
But he was on it. He knew exactly what he was talking about.
He did know what he was talking about. And P. Diddy just never comes across like somebody that would do that. So when he was on well, when they were on, I mean, publicly, I've seen him get mad, but like when they had that awards show after the first time that Tupac was shot, and it was the East Coast versus West Coast, they was going back and forth verbally. P Diddy came out and
Right.
spoke nothing but love, so we
Oh, right.
majority
You're
of the
right.
time, yeah, he's love, man. We just want to.
Right.
But then behind the scenes is where the terror comes in at, and that's kind of
Absolutely. Yeah, you're
it's
right.
kind of
All
crazy.
right, I'm sorry. We can stop there. We can do, I'll send it to y'all so y'all can listen to it. And if y'all want the New York mayors, his is deep too, girl. He going to jail.
And
yeah. Send us all that because I
He
feel like
going to jail too.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
and he
it's so
just
much
gave
that's
Puffy the
happening.
key to the city last year. I mean, what's up with that?
Yeah, and
Criminal.
they're claiming that they're not unrelated.
Oh,
That
okay.
they've been looking into that mayor before he was even a mayor.
Wow.
So they've been on him tough, and I don't know why he thought he could continue that as mayor.
Right.
Because he was doing this before mayor, and it's like stupid stuff. Like, what you going back to Turkey for? What you going? He keep
That's
going back
right.
to Turkey. It's over something very minor. It's stupid. Apparently, he would purchase these real plane tickets to Turkey, and they would automatically get a regular. He would do a regular ticket, like $600, but they would bump it up to first class, and they would tell him how much. His office would tell the airline or whomever who's getting his ticket how much he wanted to pay. So it's over something very minor, but he's obviously taking favors. That's what it's about. Him taking favors. And you have to disclose any money or gifts or anything because he was doing it before he was mayor. Because whenever his post was, he still had to tell, disclose that. And he was. Yep. But once he became mayor, he stopped.
Yep. Okay, let's get to Potomac.
All right.
Yeah, let's get to Potomac. And I think we need to just do a day of like hot topics with this kind of stuff because I think people are interested. And I know I am. So even if they not, I want to know. So we could do it maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I don't care. But I think Wednesday, the hump day, is a good day to do it. Okay. Anyway. How would y'all rate the episode? Oh, we're doing the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode 1, A Crash Course in Deflection. Can y'all believe it's been 9 seasons of Potomac?
Yes.
That is crazy.
I would give it a 5.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't much. It was about Karen. And all I kept thinking in my mind is, please let this be the last conversation we have to hear about the drunk driving. I don't want that to be drug out all season, but I give it a 5.
What about you, Joy?
That ain't gonna be the last episode.
No, it ain't.
I know.
That's not even realistic.
That's a wish. That's a wish and a prayer.
Right.
But I agree. I thought this was a pretty good starter, 7. First
I thought it was a really good starter. I thought it was a 7. I felt like they made the connections that they needed to set off the season. So yeah.
This looks like a lighter season. It don't look heavy. So I did like that. It won't. I don't think it'll be emotionally charging like it has been in previous seasons.
So what do y'all think about them starting off with a reenactment?
That was
so serious.
How petty is Bravo?
They said that's what Karen didn't like. She didn't like that. She mentioned that last night on Watch What's Happening Live.
Oh, really?
Oh, did she? I didn't watch that.
Yeah, she didn't like that reenactment. It was have to do that, but they had to, but they shouldn't have. But I liked it.
They did the same thing.
I don't think they had to go as far as a reenactment. Like they went down the street.
They did it. It was a mess.
I wonder was that the same tree.
It probably was for real. Because Bravo, they did the same thing to that Khloe Kardashian after her DUI too. Their little Kardashian show, they redid the whole scene, and they had to put the note. Okay, we reenacted.
They had the timestamps. They had her charges. They put she was like they was not playing.
They did
a mess, but
yeah, it was good. I'm sorry, I enjoyed it. Okay, let's see.
The
They
first
showed she was
scene
taken
was
into custody. Like and it started. So this is a month later. So of course it's gonna be talked about because it's a month later. Like I guess they started filming exactly a month after this.
Hi, ladies.
Hey, D, what's up?
Oh,
I guess Monique's the only one that can speak. I guess I woke up with her and not the rest of y'all.
They don't love you like I do, D. You just need to realize that.
I see.
I
Even
called
though I was trying to be on your Peacock and too many people was watching it, so you need to tell them that I'm first.
wait, D, how many of us use your Peacock?
That's why I thought I was late because I had to get into another Peacock. See? I was like,
Don't
oh,
be
nah.
mad.
I sent you the episode though.
Yeah, that's how I was able to watch it because I was trying to get into my other. I couldn't remember password, and I said, "Oh, Joy sent it." So that's how I watched it. If you wouldn't have sent that, I would have been late. Seriously,
Where'd you send it from?
it was from YouTube. It was a YouTube link.
Yeah, YouTube did a live. Bravo did a
Bravo
live.
one or a
it was perfect. It was really
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo did a live.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
So thank you for sending that, Joy. But anyway, I've done told on
All right.
myself. So I think it was a perfect start off with the two anchors with Giselle going to pick up Karen. What do y'all think?
I liked it.
I did too.
I guess this year.
What the hell y'all been talking about for 20 minutes?
What?
I said y'all just now starting to review the episode. What the hell y'all been
They went into a puffy. I had to tell them we're gonna do that Wednesday. Like we went down a spiral of Puff Daddy. So yes, we're just starting. You ain't missed nothing. So Wednesday we're gonna go live about that. But go ahead, Callie. What was you saying?
That was fine. They, Karen and Giselle, the anchors of the season, starting out talking about it, and Karen didn't really want to talk about it. Told her to go and read on her own. She'll figure it all out. It was okay opening. I didn't like the episode though, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Let me ask y'all a question. Since this is her second DUI,
yes.
So she mentioned that. Could she have jail time for real?
Yes.
Yes.
And her car, she has to have that thing in her car.
What thing?
When you have a DUI,
I just saw that on something.
You breathe into, because I know somebody who has a DUI, and they have to, before they can even start their car, they have to breathe into this thing to show that they're not drunk.
Oh.
So that's probably why Karen didn't drive, because she didn't want to do that.
But so does it matter how long ago the first DUI was or anything like that?
Right.
I don't know.
How do y'all feel about Giselle not going straight in on Karen and kind of handling her with kid gloves?
Well, I think that they really are friends, and I think that she really was scared because Karen could have killed herself. Like, this is serious. So I think it was because she was like, "Oh my God, I could have lost my friend." She kind of went in a different route. And Karen will shut you down. So you have to go at her a certain way. And Giselle knows this. Because as soon as they sat at that table, she was like, I need to see what bitch is not on my side. Like, Karen got real defensive. You know what I mean? And Giselle knew if she went in a different way, Karen was going to shut down. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if y'all notice, this is so funny. Giselle, that Virgo, but she did something that I do when I'm trying to shut up. I suck my whole mouth inside.
Yeah.
And you could tell Giselle, when they was at that table at the end, she was controlling her mouth. And that's just a tactic that I know that I've done when I need to shut up.
Were y'all not concerned when they parked and it was an Exxon and they was going to eat dinner? Was that the location was concerned. It might just been me. I'm like, where are they going? But it was a nice little spot. And Karen did set that up because why that man say,
right?
Oh, you talking about when they went to the coffee shop? Yeah.
Yes.
What made him out the blue say, I've never served this woman a drink?
Okay, that was crazy.
Karen gave him a little cash on the side.
She did.
And said, here, just kind of enter the conversation with these words.
Because Giselle was like, you don't even sell drinks, sir. And he was like, yes, I do. Look at the people behind you. Like, they was perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they was drinking mimosas. What is he serving at Tally Ho? or whatever the hell they
He
was.
liable to not be in business after he's telling the world he don't serve liquor, but they in there drinking liquor. He doesn't have a liquor license. What's up with that?
Hopefully he has a
Was
liquor
her
by the drink.
license suspended?
Oh my God, Ashley wig was
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh
her
yeah, the
license
big
has
fluffy
been
one.
suspended.
I know she didn't have a driver's license, but I was wondering, was it suspended?
I don't know, but she's liable to be in jail. You know what?
It's
Maybe
probably
she.
expensive. Well, I don't know how long ago it's been because I'm sure your insurance goes up.
But
You have
Karen
to get an
said
SR
she.
22. I know a lot because I had a friend who had DRL. SR
Karen said she
22.
loaded. Karen said she loaded. Ray is
But
one problems. Mm-hmm.
if you load it, then get a driver.
Well, she ain't smart. We said loaded. It's a difference.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
That make a lot of sense.
The
Okay.
name of that thing too is an ignition interlock.
And that's what you know. What do you do if you got more than one car?
You have to
I
put
mean,
it in every vehicle that you drive. And your
oh.
license has to have like a certain thing. So if you get pulled over, they'll know. Like
No way.
yes. I ain't gonna tell you
Yeah,
who
I
it is.
don't.
But
I don't understand why Karen doesn't have a driver either. Like, if I
She
had
should
that
have
much
a
money,
driver.
I would not be driving.
I hate
Yeah,
to
I
drive
don't
now. Let's see. Now she can drive. Everything's okay. I talked about the conversation with them. Oh, what's Karen to me? Because Giselle was kind of like, what's happening now? Are you going to court? And she acted like she was going to be like not found guilty. She was like, the truth will come out.
Yeah, that's just Karen talking talk.
Yeah, that's just Karen being like she always is.
Always do.
It's like, you hit a tree. Like, what?
Like, what justice, Karen? Like,
Yeah. Justice will do no prevailing up in here. I don't know what she's talking about.
like,
Okay.
girl, what are we
You hit something that wasn't moving here.
See.
Problem.
Did you say she hit something that wasn't moving?
Yes, you hit a tree that wasn't moving. Like you was. And did
Yeah.
y'all notice that they kept zooming in on Karen's hands, or is that me?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Because she was missing like 8 nails. How many fingers we got?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I cannot believe y'all know I noticed this stuff. Y'all didn't notice that how she was missing all these nails and she had band-aids.
Was that looking back? Like
No, that's when she was sitting with Giselle because she was saying Giselle was like, but the thing with Ray, our marriage is doing this, and then I had to hold him down, and then my parents, like she was kind of giving excuses. And then Giselle said, "You always look like you're together," and then they zoomed in on her missing nails. I cannot believe y'all didn't notice that.
No, I'm about to go notice it.
Go look. Yeah, go look. I was like, okay. But Karen does look like she's. Is it hard to pretend? Has she been pretending that she's okay?
Probably so, and now it's just slipping.
I mean, the camera's probably not around enough for her not to be able to pretend. You know, she's probably more time off camera than on. She can pretend just fine when the crew is around until she wrecks. And then we thought she'd do good.
So Karen asked Giselle, has she talked to everybody? And she said that she had talked to Ashley, and Mia was gallivanting with this guy. And did y'all hear what they called him?
What?
DJ Applebox, because he got to stand on.
Yes.
They said what?
They called him DJ Applebox, and
because he got to stand on the box so he could be Mia's height.
Put a box on the screen.
No, the fact that they went on about that they never take pictures side by side.
Yes.
Mia and then Bravo stayed
so he doesn't look as short.
Bravo showed all the pictures where he's standing in the background.
Listen, excuse me for this interruption. How about my TV says something went wrong? Sorry, you're streaming Peacock on too many devices.
That's what happened with me when I was with D. I said, "Forget this, D. You need to tell them that this is our day." Okay.
Okay. On with the show.
Okay. Anyway. But yeah, I forgot. Okay.
I watch live. I can't. But I do like watching it on Peacock because they say all the curse words. And
yes,
stuff.
I like watching them because I have to pause because I take notes, so it's easier for me to watch on a different way. But
yeah, I watched live last night.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
It's honestly great that Bravo even did that, like partnered up with Peacock since they was with NBC to put the shows, because that's a good thing. Because honestly, I only bought Peacock to watch Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
like now Housewives is on there. You
So
know,
now you got a lot of
They
shows.
said that's their highest. I don't know that they. I don't know if this was earlier this year or maybe it was last year. They said their highest stream is the
The
Housewives shows
Housewives.
and
Yeah.
Bel Air.
Yeah.
Are you
Bel Air is
serious?
so good too.
It is.
I'm not surprised by that.
I just finished it.
Yeah, I love it.
So what y'all think about Mia's blonde wig? I don't want her to go blonde. What y'all think?
She just, at least when it's longer, it looks okay. But when it's like shoulder length, she just looks like
I
Khloe
it,
Kardashian. It's not
it they
right.
hard.
What you say, D?
That they keep talking.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna tell y'all. And
I guess
Gordon
it
has
depends
what
on
you
the
say?
style for me. Like
Mhm.
it was pretty like in the cast photos.
You
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the cast one?
Yeah, the cast blonde was cute, and then the
Oh,
dress, she was cute.
I didn't like that one either.
You noticed that they was in pink and green.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
I,
thought they
I,
looked. I thought everybody looked pretty in their photo.
oh, they all
Yeah,
look really nice.
They look
I thought
really pretty.
everybody looked great on this first episode. Even
They did. Oh,
Giselle.
that's what I wanted to say. Karen and Giselle, when they walked into that store, they are for their age. Them ladies, they is
You can
fine.
see
You know what I mean?
Karen Spanks though. You can see her girdle in her
Well,
white
I ain't
pants.
talking about. I'm talking about their body, not their face.
The
Their
Spanx
bodies
help the
are
body.
nice.
Yeah, they're good.
I
They
always
do, they look good.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and especially their face. You know, everybody has gotten a little tune up.
Yeah.
Giselle, all of them, they got their little, you know, their little.
Nip and tuck, whatever.
Especially Karen, honey. But you know what? Whoever Karen Doctor is, maybe she is keeping Karen, you know, tight, very tight, honey.
It's too tight
Karen
sometimes.
looks so different
Yeah.
at the reunion than she does in the confessionals and what she does when she filming the show. It's almost like three people. It's really
Mm-hmm.
strange that she has a youthful old look, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because and it could be she's nicely built. I'm noticing the hands now. You so wrong.
I told you.
She's nicely built. But you know, and they are so wrong for showing her hands.
They showed it
Oh,
several times.
so wrong. I just thought. And she missing two nails.
She missing. Keep on going. They gonna show more.
Oh, they are so
Mm.
wrong. With the
It make me think when you say what you say a youthful older look. It make me think
She
of when
does.
Mariah said you got an over underbite.
Yeah,
Yes.
she has
Oh.
a youthful old, like she kind of look youthful, but you know she real old. So when my husband, when he looked at her, he's like, "How old is she?" And I'm like, "She's only like 60, but she looks older and younger at the same time."
Yeah. I mean, she got a body out of this world.
I'm telling their bodies are right. I'm like, girl, I ain't mad at them. And they looked cute. Everybody's outfits, they look. But Karen did say that she
Giselle
can't
and
even talk
Karen
about
look like
Giselle's
they was
outfits this season because they look real nice. So
They
maybe
was
they did, you know.
twinsies.
Yeah, they looked cute.
You noticed that they had on the same. Giselle, I think, is a jumpsuit, but they look the same.
Yep.
Visually up top. I know Karen had on white
Mhm.
pants though, but they both had on blue jean shirt,
Strapless.
button down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so Gordon and Mia live in the same building. And they said they go to ice cream with the kids. And Mia said that she felt like she did everything the right way or something like that. And Gordon said, no, you didn't. You should have separated first. I don't understand Mia. Do you think she really thinks she did right?
Yeah, I do. And I think she has to convince herself of that, because if she sat down and really talked herself through it, she might agree that, she could have done some things differently. But Mia, to me, is this might not be right, but I'm going to make it right because that's what I have to do to get what I want. That's what I see in Mia.
That makes sense.
I think Mia and Gordon had this arrangement for a very long time. Gordon was a guy that couldn't get it up.
Has that been their whole marriage, I wonder? Or
I bet you it has been. Gordon probably been popping Cialis and Viagra and Blue Chew and everything he could
not that
to get it up. And he couldn't, which is why he allowed her to have others. At
The
first,
fact that Joy knows the name of all those medicines is shocking to me, but keep going.
I mean,
She knew Blue Chew and everything, but go ahead.
I only know Blue Chew because of and Roll. Look, because of I was trying one day. I kept seeing people talk about it on TikTok, and I had to Google what the heck.
I was shocked she knew what Blue Chew was.
I didn't know what Roll was, but I know it because Shannon Sharp keeps doing the commercials for Roll. You know, that was his excuse.
oh,
Them Roll. Well, I don't know if Roll is the name of it, but that's where you get it from.
is that why he let us hear him and Michelle?
Yes,
on the
he
internet?
wanted to prove he wasn't
Why
gay.
haven't I heard this? Can somebody send this to me? What y'all talking about? I am out the loop.
I still
Shannon
haven't heard it.
Sharp I heard it. It wasn't nothing. He was
Okay.
Michelle seemed very pleasured. That's
Who was
what he wanted.
Michelle?
That was the
girl he was with.
Okay. Oh,
We
well,
don't know
she
the
seemed
people,
pleasure.
so
Okay. Go
Is
ahead,
the role
Michelle.
for both of them to take or just one?
It's just for him.
It's just for the man.
Okay.
Like, oh, that's for the man. The Blue Chew.
But
the
he's
Bell.
probably been taking all of these drugs, trying to, and he's allowed her to have a boy. Because at first, if y'all remember the first season, she was allowed to have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we thought Jacqueline was. We were so confused. And now it seems that he's known that she's been with other men since even before they had children.
That's crazy.
So they had this arrangement, and he's pissed that she has feelings. It's absurd.
Well,
It's
I think
absurd.
he's kind of pissed that she's public with it too. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna have a side piece, hide your side piece. Don't let the side piece be in pictures and y'all on the beach and my kids seeing you in bed with. I mean, that's just too much.
Well, that goes to the question that Karen and Giselle raised, because that seems to be where a lot of the controversy was. And I don't know if y'all want to talk about that or the new girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the question was, let
me go find it.
Inserting that she didn't protect her children.
I didn't like that.
Mean, or is it just facts?
It might be fact, but it's mean for Giselle to have said that, I thought.
We all said it, like when it was happening.
Yeah, we did.
Every last one of us, if we go back and watch the show, our shows from then was like, why is she doing this to her kids? Her son Jeremiah goes to school. His friends' parents watch this show. Like, there's talking about him in that house. Like,
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you all can remember this because I cannot. At reunion, was it Wendy that mentioned that Gordon called the husbands and talked about her really bad and mentioned something about her son? Or was it Wendy that mentioned the son part? Okay. Then
Wendy
she brought it up. Because we were trying to figure out who brought it up. Wendy.
Well, no, yes. Gordon had already brought it up on the show.
No, Gordon wasn't even on stage yet. This is
on the show.
On the very last episode, Gordon brought it up.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and then Wendy brought up the phone call though.
You're
right. And him talking bad. And then somebody was like, well, why didn't you tell Mia? And it was a big thing. But yeah.
You're right, he did.
He brought it up.
Because that was the topic.
I don't know. I mean, and Karen kind of went. I mean, I felt like Karen and Giselle were tag teaming Mia.
They were. I don't know. I guess they're going to do that because they're on reality TV. But we can all think that. But I think we should be really careful when we go to criticize somebody else's parenting. But I do think that Mia knows she was wrong, and that's probably why I hit her a little bit harder.
I don't think that's judging. I don't think that particular situation is judging her parenting.
Well, by telling her she's not protecting her kids is not judging.
But I don't think that's your parenting overall. I think it's a singular situation.
It is about your parenting.
I don't think it's about the parenting though.
I think it's about the choices that you make as a parent.
It's the choice.
I don't think it's about the choice that you made as a parent.
I don't know. I just think it's a singular issue around this guy. Like, I don't think if a woman decides to let her boyfriend hang out with her children, I don't think that that's an overall perspective of her parenting. I just think there's a singular issue that you may have an issue with.
Another thing, I feel like with this situation too, it's not just the fact of she's in the bed with this man, but it's
Mhm.
the fact that they talked about him potentially being that child's father.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was
Yes.
not protecting your kids.
Yes.
Because I would have never said that on camera.
Yes.
Why would you say that on? That's not protecting your kids.
I agree.
There's certain things that you have to do when you're on these shows. You do need to be real, but you still need to protect your children.
And that's what I think Mia's
That's what they
argument
were meaning, I think.
is that she didn't say that, Gordon did. That is a good point. That was her point, because that's what I was confused about. And I was like, did Wendy say it or Gordon say it? But I forgot that they had that little snippet at the end. And Gordon mentioned that he shouldn't have ever said that. That he should not have ever put that into the atmosphere. And I don't think it's by accident that we don't see Mia's oldest son.
I don't know. I just feel like
she does have an older boy.
It was pretty. I mean, I feel like when I know Gordon was emotional, but I felt like the conversation that they had, and then Mia, even on this episode, was at the reunion. She was like, "I had IUI, so it's Gordon's child." But then when she sat down with Gordon, so this came out of her mouth. He asked her, "Is there a possibility that Jeremiah's not mine?" And she said, "It's possible." That came out of Mia's mouth this episode.
Yes, and it also makes me wonder. That's why I believe that Gordon was an issue on the reproductive line, because if it's a possibility that old boy got her pregnant while she's doing she's not the issue. It was Gordon. I don't believe they probably entered this relationship not being able to have a normal sex life. Because
I don't know. So when did he have the prostate issue? Was it? I think that's when we can probably figure it out. Like, was it in the beginning? Was it in the middle? When did he have the issue with the prostate that caused his ED? Because it caused it.
Yeah.
And Mia is a sexual being that likes to strip for ribs and lobster. So she was like, I can't. I mean, but do you expect her to?
I expect her. I think if anybody's going to be in a relationship that they're comfortable saying you can go out and get someone else, I think the least they could do is use protection.
Amen.
I
agree with that. I agree, and I know protection can slip up, but still.
And so, do we really think that they're going to show the results? Or you think they'll announce the actual results on the show?
And you could do this at Walgreens. That dude could have been found this out. You go to Walgreens.
They probably already know too. They probably already know.
$100, swab his mouth. He's spitting a thing and send it in.
Yeah, they probably know. That Mia's probably just putting this out there because she knows it's good for the show. Mia's a long-term one here. I think she's going to be around.
I agree, because to me, ain't no way I would have came back on this show mentioning this bull crap and we not know who my baby daddy is.
Yeah, and just the way that she seems to have them trained. I mean, it just blows my mind.
It blows my. It's got to be hard because they live in the same building, so that means that guy is there.
Well, he washed his drawers. He washed his drawers.
Let's talk about that. That's weird.
If this was a switch and this was an older a woman a man who moved in his girlfriend, his younger girlfriend, and we would say that she is being gaslit to the roof.
Yep.
Like the way that she talks to Gordon, I did the best that I could do. Wouldn't you think? She wants him to agree. And like, it's crazy listening to this conversation. You almost would think if it wasn't so real, you would think it's fake. Like, you can't make this up.
That's why I asked y'all, do y'all believe that she really thinks that she did the right thing?
Absolutely. She believes it. She's crazy.
I cannot believe that she thinks that.
She does. She feels justified in her behavior.
Because it worked. It's what worked for her. I mean, so there might be, I know it wasn't 100% right, but it's what needed to be done, so it's right.
And I know that this may seem like something petty or small, but the haircut situation. I feel like that's big to men, right? Like taking their sons to get a haircut, and to have this guy who is claiming that he could potentially be your son's father. I don't understand how she didn't understand that.
I do think that's a large, because I mean, a stepdaddy, unless
but he's not a stepdaddy. He's a
okay. Are you coming by every other Saturday to pick him up? Because the beady beads be there.
Right, that's different. Yeah,
because the beady beads is there.
Right. But Gordon is there. They're in the same building. It's not like Gordon lives in Timbuktu and he can only come on Tuesday and Friday. Like, he's in the same building.
Then he just needs to be consistent. My whole thing is, you can't ask me to do something that you're not even willing to do.
That's true too.
If you're going to step up, you in the same building, you're gonna come up here every other Saturday when you get yours, or every week, however often you go to take our son. This is a non-issue.
So did she say that Gordon didn't want to do it? See, I didn't get that. I thought she was just letting him do it because he wanted to.
I don't know.
No, she never said that Gordon didn't want to.
Yeah.
But I think that she wants the other guy to do it. Inkman, Shortbox, what's his name?
Apple.
He wants him to do it.
She really likes that guy. I'm shocked.
I don't know about Mia.
Okay, let's see what else I have. Oh, they talked about the paternity test, which we talked about that. So now it's Ashley and her lawyer. And I thought Ashley's hair looks cute in the curls. Like, it's been a while.
What was that? It looked like she had a sock in the front.
And her curls?
Yes, it was all poofy, like she rolled it with a sock to give it the poof look.
Now I got to go back and look, because it was cute. Ashley, when she was there with the lawyer, I thought her curls were cute. Now I got to go back. So Ashley's dating. Can you believe it's been
Ashley was cute in the confessional with that short blonde hair. I thought that was cute on her.
But I liked it. I thought they all looked really pretty on this episode. But she's been divorced, almost divorced. I don't know what you call it, for 2 years. And she's ready to finally do it. And she's dating all these guys. And you know that her and Giselle and who else? Luann and somebody else, they got a show that's coming out. It'll probably be good.
I don't think so.
I think if I'm gonna tell you, if Sonya was on there, I know it would be good. But I think Shannon's on there. It's gonna be good. Next is Wendy. Okay. Now I know I'm critical of Wendy, but when you do a resignation and she'd already cleaned out her office. And then she sends an email. That's not professional. Like, don't you handle letters to like HR or the department chair or the dean? Was that a fake email? Like, what do y'all think?
Once again,
it was fake.
Wendy can just not be authentic. I ain't even trip off that. I remember the box. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together, but she cannot be authentic on any scene she leaves. I have been saying that since she's been on the show. She don't know how. She just does not know how to be authentic.
I was like, she wanted to show her awards and her PhD degree. And then she sent a fake email
box where she emptied out her thing. Now you're sending an email, girl. You so full of it.
And you know, when as a professor who's been there that long, she had the common courtesy to go into the dean's office or whoever's her boss and say, I'm deciding to take a step back. I may want to come back in the future. Here's my resignation letter. They threw her a party. Like, she did not send the email. I'm sorry. That is not
no.
what
I'm sure she did it before. She did it the right way. That was all for TV.
It had to be. I was like, I got to talk about this.
Yeah, Wendy's just theatrical. Just like she had that surgery and she was on there after the surgery on her couch fully made up. Come on.
With the makeup.
Yeah, she was dressed to the nines after surgery. I love it.
Okay.
She's just any. I'm telling you, we watch it this season. We gonna look at every episode when Wendy leads a scene. Unless it's with the girls, at home, it's just not. It's obviously fake. Now I'm sure they all tell their kids, "I'm gonna need y'all to do this. We can have conversation." But you can tell when people wing it because Giselle's girls always embarrass her. So I don't think hers is fake. She might say, "Come in the room, let's talk," but she ain't telling them what to say. Wendy actually had a game once, and her son was talking about race, and Wendy's mouth was moving. Like she had told her son what to say. Her mouth was moving as he was talking.
Well, we know she scripts her,
her mama. Yeah, that conversation scripted. And her mom kept going off script. And Wendy kept
trying to say what Wendy wants them to say, okay? Just like when she didn't want Eddie to say that Mia was the one he thought was cute or something like that. Remember that? Yeah, I remember. Coming. He said exactly what I love them too.
I do love them as a couple. But when they did the flashback,
Wendy and Eddie,
what Wendy used to look like, Wendy has, and I'm not saying she looked bad, but honey, that glow up is real. Like she looked good.
She does.
I was like, wow.
She don't even look like the same person. And it's crazy because her first face looked like her sister. She looks like her sister. This face. And I always wonder, like, women that do stuff like that to their face and then they have little girls, do they think they babies are ugly?
Because I was going to say her kids look like her.
Well, because listen, I was watching one of those divorce shows recently, seriously, and it was a guy and a girl. They had gotten married, and then he wanted a divorce because when they had their baby, the baby was ugly in his eyes. He said, "This is not my child. The baby was ugly." He took her to court and sued her because she went and had plastic surgery. He thought he was getting one girl, but the baby was so different looking that the baby was so different looking. He said, "Something's wrong. You need to admit to me what you did." And she said, "Well, yeah, I had plastic surgery." And the judge said, "Well, you tripping. We're not giving you anything. You're not getting $10,000 back. That's how much it was to fix her face. It is what it is. If it's your kid, love it and move on." But he sure tried to sue for that.
Well, he should have.
Well, I mean, how everybody's not going to admit they had plastic surgery, but it's something they should consider talking about, though, because you are beautiful. What were you before I knew you? What were you before surgery? And what's the kid gonna look like? That's what was happening.
You're beautiful now. What were you before?
Yes. People have really been like in the groups talking about how bad Karen looked. I don't think she looked bad. I don't think her wig was particularly together. Maybe. I don't think that it was a partial wig that she has that sits back, so you could tell where the wig started and where her hair started.
What that used to call?
Yeah, I think she has very little hair, if any.
Yeah,
her forehead was so big when that wig, remember that slipping wig?
Yes,
it seemed like I remember thinking, how far back is her hair?
But
she's not. She showed it. She showed herself. Just a few months back without much of anything on. She says, "Look, sometimes you just got to go out and be yourself." But when she dresses up, she put some 20-year-olds to shame. It's just a fact.
Yeah, I think it's just her face is so tight this first episode.
Yeah,
and she looks stressed. Because she just had a DUI, so.
And her and her husband still fighting. It's because he never made it up the stairs when she was waiting in that bathroom.
She's been waiting for 3 scenes.
But this is fixing me out that Karen talk about everybody's relationship. Juan and Robin, Giselle not having a man, Ashley, and her shit ain't together. So I don't know. But she makes it seem like her and Ray are just perfect. But now she's at this DUI. Now they not.
Yeah. So, we knew they weren't perfect when he said, "I don't know if I love her. No, I don't know that I'm in love with her." I mean, we knew.
Well, we knew.
Yeah, we knew. But
we knew when they went on that destination and he had women answering his phone. Okay. We knew.
Somebody said Wendy turning 40.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, a lot of people can't believe she's just turning 40. I don't know. That's another question. Do you think that John Hopkins wanted her to resign, or do you think she resigned on her own? Do you think that they felt like the show was a bad look?
I think it could be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
John Hopkins might not have wanted the attention that came with her, but at the same time, they didn't want the attention that would have come had she been let go in the wrong way. So I
True.
really think it was a little bit of both. And, we're just hearing
Extending
what
it
she
for
wants
a
us to hear that
year.
she quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. All right, so the next scene is Stacy and Karen. So Karen goes to Vivi's store. That's a nice store.
Mm.
Vivi's doing good.
I
And
mean,
Stacy
she
comes.
might be. Let me say this: it's possible. What you're saying is true, but I will say this: it is possible if Mr. Eddie is making money, good money, he don't need that little $80,000 she was getting from John
Yeah.
Hopkins.
That's true.
I wonder how that business is doing. I bet it's doing great.
Girl,
Well,
the
he had on the
movie
sweatshirt. Did you
is
notice he had on the Happy Eddie sweatshirt?
Uh-huh.
I
and
want one.
yeah, they sell merch.
Yeah, they
They
sell merch,
sell
but
merch.
I would think they're pretty successful actually in
I
that
mean, the
business.
weed business, I can't imagine it being a shortage.
It's not. And it's there. Are people still in jail for selling a little bag
Yes,
of weed?
yes,
They
they
are.
are.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
not anymore. You had to have some big weed, but even that, if it's a non, I know Barack Obama, when he left office, he let out a whole lot of people.
Okay, because that ain't right if they still in jail. That's not right.
It was specifically for marijuana. Like, you can't have it legal in some states or even border states and then have people locked up because they have
That's
it.
great. Yeah. Okay,
Mm.
so what do y'all think about the Stacy girl?
Which one is the Stacy girl? Is that
Oh,
the
she's the
The
QVC.
QVC.
okay.
She
She's
seems
pretty.
nice.
I think so. So she came on. Do you think they knew she wasn't with her man?
I
Yes,
was wondering about that. Did they know she was divorced?
I think they did. But in the preview, they showed her and her current boyfriend, the one she hasn't had relations with yet, and they were talking. Somebody was talking about them, and he said, "Well, they're not talking about you. They're talking about God." He acts
Jesus.
really, really, really goofy. So I think he might be a funny part of the show, and I think they knew that she was divorced and had this little boyfriend on the side.
Yeah, it's gotta be. But I think she's really beautiful.
She is.
I don't know. She got so much makeup. I don't know what the heck is
Well,
underneath.
that could be it too.
Yeah, yeah.
She
And
look
her
like
She
daughter
does
is
wear
so
a lot of
cute.
makeup.
she
She's
look
got a little cute
hot.
body. I'm telling you, she
Hmm.
replaced Candace because she's a little cute body.
She
She
ain't
dresses
that
good.
little.
I'm talking about hot, like all that makeup is hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makeup is hot. No,
Yeah,
she's tiny. Even when she
yeah,
tried
she
on those
is.
clothes, she was tiny.
I
She's
guess I didn't
tall, but she's
notice.
skinny. She tiny.
Okay.
She even said in one of those
Oh,
dresses,
but you
"Oh my
know
God,
what
I got
though?
a
I
butt."
didn't even
Like she
think
don't have a
about.
butt.
They
Mm.
did replace Candace with a black girl with a white husband though.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh
said I
wow.
wonder if they knew if they were single, like, or if that they were separated when they casted her, because she was gonna be the black girl with the white husband.
I
Oh,
think they knew. I think they knew. Well,
Um,
because she's been divorced for about a year
they've been
now. She said
separated for over a
separated for
year,
a
but
year.
nobody knew. Karen just know unless that was a stage scene and they noticed she didn't have her ring on. I don't think she wanted to say it.
well, who was the girl that quit her job that worked for the local station?
That's her.
Oh
She's a QVC.
no, no, no! There was a news anchor. So isn't there's one girl that's
She
I
used
thought
to
still?
be a
that's
news. She used to be both. She used to be a news
Oh,
anchor.
she
She
was a
left
news
the
anchor
news to go to
also.
oh, they just didn't mention that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
she was a news
Yeah.
anchor there, and she left there to go to Philly to do QVC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
What do you think about Stacy? Was she being messy when they were drinking the champagne, and she was like, "Oh, Karen, should we be
Yes,
drinking?"
she
No,
knows she's
I
being
don't
messy.
necessarily. I think that's a legitimate question to ask your friend. I
Well,
would
which
like. I don't drink, but I've had girlfriends that have stopped drinking, and I've actually heard that conversation. I remember thinking that was very thoughtful
But
because you
Karen
don't think
hasn't
about
stopped drinking.
Karen looking at them like, no, I won't be joining you
Karen
soon.
thinks that she can still drink. Just because you got DUI don't mean you can't drink no more.
I get
Right.
that, but I'm just saying, I thought it was nice of them to at least consider her. Like, you don't know. Obviously, Karen is tight lipped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they know what's going on. So them asking, are you okay about us drinking? I think that's a respectful thing to ask your friend. Now, if she said, I'll be having libations with you, oh, girl, pass me the liquor if you drink.
But Karen said she gonna be drinking again. It was her medication.
Yeah, but she said it was the medication. But no, I thought she was being shady to ask it. But if it was something that needed to be asked, I get it. But I also think that's why at the table when they were at the Hatitude event that she said, "Who are we to judge?" She'd already judged her at the store. That's why she made that comment. That's
Say that again, Callie. Say it again.
Well, she at the Hatitude when she said, "Who are we to judge?" Well, it's easy for you to say that because you judged her at the store.
Oh yeah, but
mean,
you know
I
what?
feel like she'll be a little messy. I don't think she meant it, but that was because Karen's face was like, "B."
Yeah, Kim's like, "Don't go there. You don't know my business."
Yeah, Karen didn't like that. So I was wondering why in the Giselle's little invitation she was putting on them hats, and I was like, why is she putting a banana on her head? I did not understand till they got to the party. It was hats.
Yeah, they must all of them eventually have the hats, but they didn't show.
Yeah,
all of the.
They showed
Hollywood.
just a couple of them. Not
Yeah,
like
they did show
Jazzy
a couple, but not everybody. Yeah,
but because Mia stormed off crying, so I don't know if they
what.
will when she comes back. But Karen was Hollywood, Ashley was cowgirl, Mia was the pimp.
Wait, and Giselle called her that. Giselle said, "For your pimpish ways." I thought, you know what?
I mean, that is kind of pimpish, like for real. Like
100%.
only dudes do this. We see men do this all the time. You got your side chick and your wife, and you want the wife to be good with the side chick.
Yes.
Everybody watching it just as confused.
Because
we ain't never seen this before.
Mm-hmm. It's always opposite. Like, what was that show with Mimi and Stevie J? And,
yes, we always
used to that.
It's never a girl. So I mean, that's one of the things that I don't know if y'all remember last season. I would say it's something about Mia that is so wrong. She's so immoral, but I like her all at the same time because she's so wrong. We know she's wrong, but
she knows she's wrong.
But you kind of want to high five and like, okay, because we see this with men.
Yeah, I mean, he said she was a gold digger. So after that, I'm like, Mia got them trained. I ain't mad.
I ain't never seen anything like it. I just haven't.
But what do y'all think about Ashley's bounce back box with the Uber cards? You think Karen gonna get mad?
Yes, I think she'll be insulted. Whether she'll show it or not, I don't know.
Wendy looks pretty in that gold. I mean, that orange.
Who does?
Orange and yellow is her color. Wendy.
Yeah, I thought she looked, and I liked her short bobs too. I thought it was cute.
Yeah,
that looks good. Her confessional too with that blue dress on her confessionals. If y'all notice that,
I don't like her hair. I don't like her hair.
Oh, I thought it was cute.
It's better than that I Dream of Jeannie look when she got out. I didn't like that one.
That's what I'm talking about in the blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how she thinks she looks good.
Oh, that's too much.
But I do like her yellow dress because I was surprised they showed two of Wendy's confessionals. They showed her in a yellow dress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
I don't remember the yellow.
Yeah, it's a yellow dress, and it got like it almost looked like big pieces of candy going down it.
Mm-hmm.
But yellow and orange are her colors.
They are
like in a natural brown. I saw her. Wendy actually is very attractive if she stays away from that blonde hair. And it doesn't, but she's very attractive.
She is.
It does weird things sometimes.
Her new face, I mean, her old face was too, but this new face.
I can't with y'all with the multiple faces.
It's on point, okay? I was like, wow, okay.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all really think Karen called Jacqueline drunk?
That's where I was going. Joy, you be knowing where I'm going.
What?
Karen, according to Jacqueline, she was a little tipsy.
I called her when she was drunk when she called her. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. Y'all heard Wendy say, "I want no parts."
Yeah.
This is like the first time that they say Karen's called them drunk. Karen calls them drunk all the time. They said it.
It's a thing.
I want no parts.
Every season, somebody talks about Karen calling them. That's not a lie.
No.
At this point, it's not a lie.
Mm-mm.
And now, will she continue to do that? I would like to have
Yes.
said no, but apparently she is, because she called Jacqueline tipsy. Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, she Karen masks her hurt and her pain, and she drinks. Like on the outside when she's with them, she tries to make it seem like everything, and that's hard to
I
have that
wonder if Ray
facade.
drinks.
What you say?
I wonder if Ray drinks with her.
He looked like he
Mm.
drink a
He
scotch.
probably drank some brown. He probably drank brown.
He do. He drinks something brown.
Yeah, he
Doing
drank
like
some. Look at us. He drank the brown liquor. So what do y'all think about Giselle saying that after her father passed away, that she's got more empathy and she's going to try to be a little nicer and compassionate to Wendy?
To keep her job. I ain't mad at her.
Yeah, I don't think so. People are mad that they're making up.
Yeah, that's people are toxic.
Yeah, they mad.
Why? Why? Why would they be mad that they're making up? Was it something that serious that they shouldn't make up? What happened?
I don't know.
So you don't ask that beforehand, but you ask it after the ring question.
Yeah, she did. That is true.
What?
She did. I think that Stacey meant it too. Because after she asked her the ring question, that's when she was like, "Oh, can we drink in front of you?" Like Stacey, like you ain't finna be throwing me.
Shady.
But Mia's the one that said that Karen called Jacqueline drunk. Do you think Mia is going after Karen this season?
Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
I am too.
Me too. Because they be real with it. I believe every word both of them say to each other too.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
What do y'all think
Karen
about
might get a couple of important details wrong, but she don't be lying. She just don't remember the details.
You talking about Mia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when she said, when you with a rapper, oh, she was with somebody. He just wasn't a rapper, but he played rap music. So hey,
You know what?
she was close. She was close.
She was close. She was close.
I'm gonna show y'all a picture of this with Wendy. It just came across my screen again. They played it a couple times.
Yeah,
it's butterflies. The picture is of butterflies.
So what do y'all think about the drink names? Was she being shady? So there was a non-alcoholic Grand Dame. There was a drink called Surrey County. There was a drink called 61. So I guess Karen's 61. Was she being shady with the non-alcoholic Grand Dame?
Well, I mean, I think she was being a little shady, but maybe Karen knew to expect it. I just can't imagine that somebody would want that kind of event set up for them after a tragic, no one died, but after a serious pullover like that from drunk drive, and you're going to have an event named Drinks, and you name the drinks after something about me. I think it's too much focus on her. I don't think it's what Karen would have wanted. But if you're just doing it to be shady, it was perfect.
I mean, I don't care how cool Giselle and Karen are. If Giselle came here and wasn't shady a little bit, we would think something was wrong with her. I mean, that's what Giselle does. Even amongst her friendships, she got to be shady.
I mean, and that's what they do on these shows. Like,
and by the way, that's what Karen called her off about that too. Remember, she said it was a disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what did she say? I can't remember. Yeah, it was good.
She said messy jizzy.
Messy jizzy. Messy jizzy.
She has a disease. It's called messy jizzy.
That's what she said. She can't help it. But if the tables were turned and Giselle got a DUI, you think Karen ain't gonna be?
All of them would be going in on
all of them.
But you know who would have had a time with this? Robin, because I was gonna ask y'all. Robin would have had. Do y'all miss Robin or Candace?
Absolutely.
I miss them both.
I didn't miss them in this episode necessarily, but I will miss them on this season.
I think I will too.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think? Is it Jazzy? Who is Jazzy? Where did she come from?
Listen, I didn't know who Jazzy was, but listen, her boyfriend plays here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. That's
that second girl that y'all was talking about.
So it was between her and Kiara. Is that her name?
Or what was between her and Kiara?
And Kiara won out. I think that Jazzy was supposed to be full time. But Kiara,
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. But Kay ended up being full time. So I don't know what Kay gonna do, but it must be.
And where was Kay at today?
She wasn't because she wasn't supposed to be full time. But if you
Yeah,
look
she was
in,
a late addition.
yeah, if you look in the promo, whatever you call it, she's in that photo, like
Okay.
their front photo. So she's full
Oh,
time.
she is. She hasn't looked. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
She's on there, yeah.
So it was supposed to be Jazzy. So I don't know what Jazzy didn't do.
I wonder how Jazzy would have gotten it anyway. I mean, because her boyfriend is not like Travis Kelce or somebody. I ain't never heard him before. I'm gonna do a little post since it's Kansas City Chiefs, go Chiefs. But
we didn't
how
know.
would she have gotten full time anyway?
But I think
We
because
didn't know
Mia,
who Monique's husband was.
I'm sorry, but
I
Mia
don't
was
think
supposed to, but she was supposed to be Mia's friend that was full time.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, you're right. I remember. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I remember that. I remember that. Okay.
But okay, what else we got?
They must have, and this tells me also that they weren't getting a lot, so they had to add some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they must have missed Candace and Robin.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Robin back. I didn't care for Candace.
Well, Robin has that new business. Candace has the new baby. I think it would have been good.
Well,
But
my issue was, and I about Candace is it had to be a page turner. She wasn't willing to turn the page. It would have been the same stuff over again. We would have been not getting an invite and all of those silliness. It had to be, somebody has to turn the page.
but she was willing to turn the page last season many times. It was Giselle that wasn't willing to.
She was not wanting to turn the
she
page.
was not
She
willing
wanted
to
to
turn the
fight.
page.
She
wanted to fight with
Candace was
every
willing
day
to
talking about
Candace
that.
even said that the only thing she has to say to me is I'm sorry. When she was talking about anything with Giselle and Robin, she says a simple I'm sorry and we can move on. Just admit what happened. She said that every time.
But that's not what happened to
is Giselle.
She said that lady sexual that she was not moving on.
Yeah, she was not moving on. And
Well,
that's why when she said at reunion, I knew then she wouldn't come back. I don't care what nobody say. When she said, you want me to make up with this? You want me to be friends with this? I knew then that she wasn't coming back.
And she knew then she wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
She knew then too she was.
Mm-hmm. Because you had they and I think that's been a really big thing. And when the same thing happened with Jersey, producers have just gotten tired of that. Like you can't be at a standstill. I mean, not producers. I think producers are the part of the problem. I think the executives wanted some page turning. Say whatever you want about New Jersey, not New Jersey, Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills start a season on a new slate or end it on a new slate, one or another. And even if people fall out again, it just happens. But they start. They're not stagnant in the same stuff. All this stuff that went on with Erica, and Erica had a beef, but she just waited for an opportunity to pounce. Erica ain't sitting over there seething every episode wanting to create a scene.
Well, neither was Candace.
Oh, yes, she was.
Even at the reunion, Joy, and we talked about it briefly during the reunion last year. Even at the reunion, when they said, what are you looking forward to? You ready to take accountability or whatever? And Candace was like, yes, I am. Giselle was like, yes, I'm ready for other people to take accountability.
But that's because they had told Candace that she needed to make up.
Because
I don't
Giselle
think
was
if
complaining.
they wouldn't have told her that, she wouldn't have said that.
But she did, though. So again, it was
she had to.
What? Why does she have to if she's leaving?
Because they told her to.
No, but if she's leaving and she knew
didn't know she wasn't leaving at that point.
She have to say
in
that.
the middle of the reunion, she realized
the point being, and I think it's already clear, is Candace was willing to turn some pages. It was Giselle that wasn't, and Giselle said that. She says, I'm ready for other people to be held accountable, to take accountability.
That comes from the fact that you can say whatever you want. You might not like it. Giselle actually apologized, really, in all the incidences. Even with Wendy, she apologized to Wendy. There is video proof of that. They had a
But don't touch me. Wendy, no. Okay, say hi. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You remember that?
It don't matter. You also have to realize that after there was an apology, there was the after show. It's almost like y'all would have pretended, again, more video proof. That after the show destroyed whatever the apology meant.
What?
They filmed the after show. That after show is what Giselle was ticked off about. That her and it was more Wendy than Candace, but they sat up there and talked about Giselle like a dog. Now you could say it was justified, you could say it what was ever, but Wendy wasn't talking as if at this time this is how I felt. Now we done made up now, but at that time I wanted to hurt her because of X, Y, and Z. That girl talked about. They talked about Giselle like a DOGG. And you can sit up there and pretend like it didn't happen, but we know that it did. That's what she was ticked off about. We have to have a conversation because we didn't film all this other stuff. I'm thinking we at least on okay terms, not necessarily friends, but we ain't beefing. And then you do all of this press. No, you can't hug me. We need to talk.
Oh, so he don't play for those people anymore. He plays for the Cowboys. Oh,
he's not on the Chiefs anymore. Okay, I'll have to look into that because I
like
ain't never
Cowboys,
heard his name
though.
before now.
I mean, they have Dak. He cute. Okay, moving on. I don't know. All I know is Giselle and Wendy gonna make up this season.
Yeah,
and we shall see how. I think this conversation that they had that I didn't even see because I wanted to come on. I don't know what's gonna happen next episode, but they must have showed it because Joy kind of talked about it.
No, I didn't. No, I'm talking about the first conversation that they had after they had got into it in season 5. Giselle did apologize.
No, I'm talking about when you said that you wonder what to sit down with Wendy and Giselle.
Oh, yeah.
The previous. Giselle was just telling her she didn't like the way Wendy moves sometimes. She said the way you do this or that, I didn't like that. You can't come at me like that type thing. So, it's just Giselle's expression, what needs to happen to make Giselle happy. No one else matters.
Yeah, I feel like Giselle and that's another reason why I feel like Mia's coming after Karen because she got to come after either Karen or Giselle because that's gonna give you more screen time.
Yeah,
but that's how Wendy got first chair that because she was going after Giselle. And then that's how Mia got first chair because she went after Karen. So that's the thing that Candace never did though, and she went after everybody. So I don't know what happened with her, but
I don't think they liked her.
They couldn't have because she never got first chair.
Liked her. I think that they dealt with her because at some point, the mere fact that Candace said that nobody spoke to her after the fight, but they communicated with Monique was a tall tale to me. She said Andy never even called her.
Well, Andy act like she didn't get beat, like hurt, like
right. Andy said, "Be careful, or you're gonna."
You act like you got hurt.
Exactly. It's like, but didn't she get beat up? I mean, yeah, that was weird.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they liked her. I don't. But she
doesn't either. She's hard. She said that.
She's hard to, in my opinion, she's hard to like.
And then she had a baby shower, and Wendy was not there. I don't know if they're not friends no more, but Wendy has not been around Candace at all. Like she wasn't even at her baby shower. So I don't know if they done fell out. I don't know.
I doubt it. I doubt they fell out.
That was a situation, but I told y'all before. We had this conversation earlier. They were friends by convenience. They didn't seem like real girlfriends to me. Like even when they sat down and talked, and like they didn't feel like girlfriends. It seemed like they had an alliance of some sort, not necessarily like girlfriends. Like Robin and Giselle actually kiki, and with Ashley they kiki. Shoot, Karen and Giselle even kiki.
Yeah, they do.
You didn't see Candace, and there was only one scene when Candace was in the studio, and I remember thinking, oh, she is really a fan of hers, and she was singing her song. She knew some of the lyrics. So I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe she is a fan. Because Wendy seems very situational. She seems very, things that she does is calculated. There's no natural flowness to her. She's going to align herself with somebody who is going to take her to wherever she wants to go. There's nothing that's natural to me about her, not even her own scenes. She's just not.
They're not. That resignation thing, really, I was like, I'm done. Yeah.
She's just not a natural girl. She is too calculated. She's too produced. So I don't even know why she keeps getting a contract. I would have rather taken a NECA. A NECA seemed like she was a mess,
Girl,
eating,
please.
drinking wine in the morning, and like
Aneka was awkward as heck on this show.
I like her.
Well, I know, but she was not a good fit at all. I know you do.
The reason I liked her is that I really
Mm-mm.
wanted to. I really like the idea of seeing some real cultural things. Wendy's not going to give us that.
Well, neither was NECA. She's from the Bronx. She wasn't really from that country. Her husband was.
Well, one of the things that she
Oh, was she not?
one of the things that she was
No.
talking about
I
doing
thought
was
they own property there. Okay, go ahead, Joy.
They
is-
do.
one of the things that she was talking about though is having a wedding back at home. I was really hopeful that that would have happened. Like Wendy, I just would have liked to see something like that. Like I don't care about them going out of the country, but I would love for them to go to Nigeria. Like they took a trip before Atlanta did to South Africa. I would have loved to see them go somewhere in West Africa.
Yeah.
I wanted to see some cultural stuff. Yeah, that's all. And I just don't think Wendy is going to give us that because everything that she does is it's too produced. And they said Aneka filmed a whole scene with her whole family in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy would never show y'all that.
I hate that Bravo didn't show that.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Well, Wendy's scared her family gonna say something wrong.
Yeah, so. Like she can't control everything. Wendy wants too much control over what everybody says and does. I can't. That's why I don't really like her like that.
But hopefully they'll be better this season. I think this season is going to be lighter. I think that Karen's DUI is going to take over most of it.
Oh my God, I can't.
It's going to. I just feel it.
Nah.
I mean, this was enough.
I mean, from the previews that we watched, they were arguing about Karen's DUI, and then that's how it came out that Karen said something bad about Wendy. Like, it's gonna be what? Just wait. But I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I did miss y'all. You didn't miss me? Forget you.
Mm-hmm. Of course I did.
Yeah, you said
Mm-hmm.
Well, Callie didn't miss me. It's okay.
I did. I missed you.
So I guess we'll be just doing this on Mondays.
So Joy, did you and D? Yeah, did you and D, Joy? I thought you and D wanted to do OC.
It's OC.
Oh, I have been watching OC. It's they already filmed a reunion, so their season must be short. You could tell when the networks are standing behind the season. And if they've already, because it's only like not 8 or 9 episodes. So that means it's only probably 2 or 3 more left. And the season ended, they banked a lot on this whole John and not Shannon. What's the girl he messed with, Alexis?
Right.
And that, but I don't think they got the backlash, like the empathy that Shannon is getting, how everybody will eventually, like I could read 100 Twitter posts before I find one that's on Alexa's side. And
Alexis even posted something recently that says, I'm sorry I appeared this way on the show. I'm not really like that. I apologize. So I guess she's been getting some bad feedback.
Yeah, she said it was editing. Girl, ain't no way we gonna edit you done mess with this lady husband, a boyfriend.
And the fact that you would, as you talk Jesus and God at the same time talking about how good his sex is.
And y'all do it 4 or 5 times a day.
Right. Of this unmarried man with this that you having relations with.
Now, who is suing Tamra?
Oh, Ryan. Is that his name? It must be the woman who ghetto, who don't have a house. I don't know their names. I feel so bad.
Her boyfriend, but I will say this, she should have. She don't know how to shut her mouth. Like, she was drunk, first of all. And she accused him. Apparently, he has a friend that was arrested. That had something to do in Las Vegas. It has something to do with some gambling, some illegal gambling. Well, apparently, according to Tamra, she said that girl's boyfriend stay in Vegas. That's his job. And that the FBI raided his house. And I first of all, can he sue her?
I think so. What would make him any difference from the ones who sued her and Shannon before?
That other person wasn't on the show.
Well,
he wasn't he one of the he was yes he was. It was the girl's husband.
Yeah, it's the same lawyer. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, no, I don't know. Yeah, see, I wasn't watching. I thought the person was
Jim Bellini. Jim Bellini is his name or whatever.
Yeah,
that was Alexa's husband.
He
so
was
Ryan
on the
got
show.
the same attorney as Alexa's husband who won. And so you know how Shannon was saying she stole this money from me. Yes, so he gonna win.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that that's right though? Even though that's crazy that Shannon was willing to give him the full $75,000 if they couldn't talk about each other. He wasn't willing to do that. Like if I was the judge for wasting my time, I wouldn't give you a quarter. I wouldn't have given you the quarter. So you want to get this girl money and talk about her like a dog?
Yep.
And flaunt this girl around her that on a regular basis. I don't know if y'all see my tweets about her. I say on a regular basis, if I don't even know her, and it would be on site. If Shannon was like my friend, I would want to whoop Alexis on site.
Not on site, Joy. Every time you see her. Every time I see you, be ready.
Yeah, she on site. She is cruel. Then she got mad because this is why I think his season is ending because they ain't got nothing to talk about. They are going on a trip. Shannon is hosting a trip for her 60th birthday to Great Britain. So everybody's excited about not to London. And they're going to London and was it London? Yeah, they're going to London. Anyway, Shannon sent her a text. It was straight to the point. This is an old January Capricorn. I wonder what Shannon's sign is.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
The text was so simple. It was, as you know, we're going to London, and just so we're clear, you are not invited.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. I can't.
A mess.
It's so funny. Wait a minute. But you know this was planned because
she's an Aries, and I can see an Aries. She's a Cali. So yes, I do see that.
She asked, they asked when she had invited all the girls out to London, they were like, so and so can't go, Alexis can't go, and they was like, oh no, and she said, well, I'm gonna put this text. She said, they said, please don't send it, let us tell her. So the Asian lady and that lady who don't have a home,
I don't know their names. Went to Alexis' house. I only know Alexis, John, and Shannon. They went to Alexis' house to talk to her, not telling her what, and she didn't have her phone downstairs. And then at some point, they were like, I don't know if you got the message from Shannon. She was like, what message from Shannon? She was like, well, from your phone. So she runs upstairs to get her phone from John, reads the email, and then read the text message, and then say, y'all gotta go. Walks to her door and opens the door. And they sit down like, what? No, get out. She all but said, get to stepping, like Margaret would say. She literally opened the door and was like, y'all have to go, and start swinging her arms. No.
Yep, and she wanted the cameras out of there. Yeah, she was pissed. And then she had the nerve to say, what more does she want? Because she sent Shannon flowers for her birthday. Girl, did nobody want them flowers? And it had a literal olive branch. The olive branch should have been by second episode. Yes. Taunting that girl, talking about how good your sex life.
Stealing her trainer, getting her dog. Bitch,
right.
No. Sorry.
Right. Your man won't really be seen on TV. He's not being seen on TV, but he's giving messages for all the ladies through you. Mm-hmm. Nah, you can't go nowhere. You can go around a block with me.
I mean, we can do OC, but when's we gonna do?
But it's finna go off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's finna go off. They already filmed the reunion.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the seating chart, which I think was appropriate.
Now, I haven't seen that. But
It's
Did y'all
Shannon.
watch the court, the royal court, or
No, I just saw it on Peacock, but I didn't try to watch it because there was too many people on.
What'd you say, Queen's Court?
Yeah, Queen.
Yeah, I watched it.
It
Was
was
it good?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Delicious.
Lisa Ray.
Lisa
Lisa Ray's daughter's ex-boyfriend popped up.
Yeah.
And she kind of confronted him like, you did my daughter wrong. You was living with a woman, and he just had to bust her bubble and say, that's not why we broke up.
Yeah. I posted that clip too. It's on TikTok. On TikTok. He was
like, the reason your daughter and I broke up is because she got pregnant.
What?
And aborted my baby, and I wanted that baby. And tears was rolling down his face. And she did it because she didn't want to disappoint you. So she was her bubble.
Yes. It was good.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch that. Are we gonna do that then? I can watch it.
But what's up with Delicious? Why? I mean, she just has always seemed like a really nice, sweet girl ever since she was on there with Flavor Flav. How come? But now she's divorced from the Raymond guy.
Yeah.
I wonder what's up with her and relationships. I mean, because she just seems like,
I don't know why she married him. They did another show together. She wants a sexually aggressive man.
Oh.
He wasn't sexually aggressive. And maybe aggressive isn't the word. Maybe assertive may be a better word. But aggressive might be a little bit of both. Because I like assertiveness. I don't like aggressiveness. But I do like I love assertiveness.
Okay.
You know, that's woo. But not necessarily aggressive. Like an aggressive man will pick you up and pull you away. An assertive man will tell you, I want you. I'm going upstairs. You coming?
And so he wasn't either?
He wasn't either. He was a beta.
Because he seems like a really nice, sweet guy, too.
He's a really nice guy, but he was a beta. And it's okay to be a beta, but a woman like her who has kind of made a life around sex and is obviously, I mean, she is. I mean, she's known as a sex symbol. Let's keep it a bug.
She's known as a what?
She's a sex symbol.
A sex symbol, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said
I mean,
I thought you said a sex worker.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
I'm like, because I guarantee you she done got flued in and out a whole lot of places.
Listen, I want flued to me out. How much they get paid?
I
don't want a whole bunch of baby oil.
You do know that this new girl from Atlanta is one of them girls, right?
What?
The girl that's new to Atlanta. She's all that stuff Kenya said. Yeah. Kenya may have done it wrong, but Kenya was lying.
Yeah, she was lying. It doesn't surprise me. And I just hate that that person is what has brought Kenya down.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, well.
She's going to be a one-season wonder. She's going to be a one-season sister. Because they said nobody talking to her. She done fell out with everybody.
It sure would be fun if her name came up in some of this Diddy stuff. I'm just saying.
Okay, I can't wait. Listen. So I can't wait for you to send me this stuff.
Because who don't they have on tape is my question.
I'm telling you, it's so many probably high up people.
That's my point.
And I'm thinking that they are going to want Diddy to settle and not go to court because
he's going to court.
Found out. Are we still live? Should we be saying stuff?
We just run our mouth as if we don't. He's going to court. He's going to court. Oh yeah. He ain't especially with the child with him and the 9-year-old boy.
They're not going to let him go to court. Okay.
Who?
We'll talk about it later. I'll be afraid for his life. I'm just gonna say that.
Who?
Diddy.
Oh,
these higher up people. If it's going,
but listen, they did have him on. They said the S watch for a minute, then they changed the S watch to just keep an eye on him. They said, it's not safe in there for him at all. But my thing is, if you in there with a bunch of men and you like doing that with men, that might be the place where you want to be. Okay.
Yeah.
But only when he's in control. Only when it's his bottle of baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
They said it was drugs and then some of them baby oil. I don't know how
Yeah,
true.
it's got to be. It's probably laced with stuff. It's probably going in through their skin and their pores. Ain't no
Yeah.
telling. Ain't no tell.
It
No
just
way.
seemed like a slippery, sloppy mess.
That's crazy. Couldn't you get? I mean,
Again,
like, isn't that baby oil going inside you? That just don't seem sanitary.
It is not. You should not
I
be
just
putting
cannot.
allowing. Now, what happens to the derriere? I don't know, because I don't venture there. No
Oh,
one,
so you think it
no
was
one
for?
ventures there.
Oh, no, I didn't
What?
think it.
You wasn't thinking it was for that?
That
What
was
did you
the
think
only
it was
place it
for?
could be, because a
Right.
woman don't. I mean, traditionally don't need that. It's the men. That's not a.
You
look,
weren't thinking about that
I just thought
Monty?
some women. So you trying to say that you don't know some women that use lube with their husbands? Yes, they do. Because I know.
yeah,
Yes, but with
lube, not
thousands of
baby
bottles.
oil.
But I'm
We
thinking
not
that's what he was
19.
using.
No.
No,
You
I
can just
mean,
use regular lube for anal sex too. You do not have to use baby oil.
but I don't know if how
There's
the
a difference
infection-
though.
Yeah,
How
I
do
think
you know, Callie?
because I mean
Ain't
I
that
think
the
it's the
truth?
difference because of your
Okay.
behind.
Right.
That's actually you're actually getting rid of waste. That
Right.
kind of place is meant to clear up
Oh.
bacteria and all that. Your vagina
can't.
is not.
I'm sitting here trying to eat this blondie and it just
I
kind of filled my
cannot,
little
y'all.
stomach.
Now y'all really got me. I never thought.
You
That's
never
the
thought
first
that's what it
thing
was
that
for?
I
I
thought
can't.
about.
I can't.
No, but see, I didn't know he was this sexual deviant that y'all just told me about till now. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's a mess.
Oh, this is gross. Oh my god.
And his son, I just feel so bad for his son.
That is so nasty.
'Cause
Oh
he
my
got
god.
one- I
I
mean,
mean,
he
I'm not
has-
saying anything. I just can't. Let
He
me
has a
stop.
charge against him too.
No.
Yes, he does. There's
Okay.
one
So
charge
are we
against
going?
him.
You gonna send me some stuff so we can go live about this Wednesday? Because I need to know all the information now. I am so lost.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah, when I send you her handle is I'm not a lawyer, but that's
Okay.
literally her handle on. But I'm finna send you this Diddy one. I've been
wait,
following.
but did y'all hear the recording of what they say? It's P. Diddy and Meek Mill?
No.
Girl.
Oh
I've
my
been
god.
heard,
What
they've been
happened
talking about that for years.
They've been talking about it for years, but I've never heard the video portion until recently. He sounds like it's a sheer murder, okay?
What do you mean? Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about.
And then Meek Mill was like, y'all got to stop saying that stuff. My sons are going to think I'm one way that I'm not. And I'm thinking, now that was before the raids at Diddy's house, too. So I think there's a tape with them on it. Oh, my God.
Stop it.
That's
Okay,
not
I
really
cannot.
them, no. That's not them. That's actually it's a porno tape that was a what we call a voiceover. That really wasn't Diddy then, but it does sound like it. There's actually a porn guy that said, "Yo, that's me. That's from such and such a movie."
Oh, good.
So it wasn't Meek Mills, but the I don't know if y'all watch. I didn't went down this Diddy rabbit hole because I've been watching documentaries. Tubi got one that TMZ did.
I've seen there. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and they talk about that video, and they even show the guy. They even showed the guy who said that was him and where you could watch that movie. That's in the TMZ documentary.
And then what else? I mean, what else is going to be real good in this is, what Jay-Z got to do with it?
Nothing.
Okay.
Rock Nation, nothing. They want to add, people want to take down Jay-Z
all the big
so bad.
They trying to. I mean, but they claim there's video of him and his queen.
No, they didn't say that. I heard
yes,
that
they did
video
say
of
that.
Beyonce though and some other rapper.
But that's what I meant by queen. Her.
Oh yeah,
There's
allegedly a video, but that's also been a rumor that's been out that there was a video of. And by the way, which I did not know this until recently. Do y'all remember? I couldn't stand Making a Band either. I couldn't stand.
Oh, I could. I loved it. I watched it every.
I watched it
in the show Making a Band. There was a scene where Diddy asked people to walk across the first band to walk across town for this cheesecake.
Yes.
They said it was for Beyonce.
No, it's not.
I've never heard that before.
It's in the documentary.
Well, I obviously wouldn't pay
What documentary? What?
On Tubi.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's not right.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I've never heard Bianca
I done went
get
down
associated
a
with the
rabbit
cheese
hole. Don't tell
Okay.
what I've been watching. This could be some bull crap from that one lady. I even been watching them videos. What's her name?
Why do I miss y'all? I'm over here laughing.
Listen.
My head
What's
hurt.
that lady name that be doing all them videos? She was a background singer. She telling everybody business.
Jaguar Wright.
Yes. Now
Listen.
Jaguar, it could even been something that I heard. It's so much. I don't know what to
Listen.
believe and what not.
Wait a minute. I didn't know she was a singer.
Yeah, she was a background
Yeah.
singer.
I never knew. I just thought she was some. I didn't know where she came from. She's just on here, but she was on the R&B singer that has like 18, 20 kids. What's her name?
Oh, Kiki.
Oh, Kiki
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Yeah, she
don't know what I
showed up
know.
to one of Kiki Wyatt's sets recently, and took the mic over and was singing. And I was like, Jaguar, well, I didn't know who she
Did
was.
she sound
Yes.
good?
She sound real good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
she
couldn't believe it.
How am I missing all this stuff y'all been watching? I feel so out the loop.
But she be with the gossip, don't she? Dang, I don't
What
know.
is
What?
Okay, I just need y'all to start sending stuff in the group again.
She needs
'cause I ain't
security
know none of
guards.
this.
That because the stuff she's been talking about for years, and just to think that some of it sounds like some of it might have been true based on everything that's happening. Okay, I don't know. Just Hollywood tonight.
What?
Yes. Jerry, where'd you go?
I'm here. I'm sitting. I was trying
It's
to.
just a mess. It's a
I
mess.
was trying to find a
I
song.
ain't gonna.
Jaguar Wright song.
Yeah, I never knew
I
that
think
because
I
she
wanted
didn't
to heard
sing.
it all before, but that ain't it.
I've seen. They've been showing a lot of little things that. Now I know she is in that documentary.
She
but
is
they
in
did-
there a lot. But
they
did you
just
see
spent-
her on Pierce Bronson on Pierce Morgan's show?
I saw that. That was a
I thought
disgrace. She shouldn't have did that one.
I agree
What
with
she
you because to me
do? Oh
she
my
seemed like she was
God, okay.
faking. I didn't believe anything she said on the Pierce Morgan show.
I didn't either.
It just sounded like you making up some stuff because you think Pierce
Yeah.
was big time.
That's where the Jay-Z stuff happened at. That's
So
what she told.
That was part of it.
Yeah,
I'd heard it
off
before
that.
but
Yeah,
that's
she
too
shouldn't have
much.
did that one. Them white folks don't give a good doggone
Yeah.
about
He looked like he didn't believe her either. He's
Right.
like, thanks for coming, peace.
they don't care about that. They just want some tea. You a good second and a good thing to go viral. That's
She
just
went dramatic with her tone, and I'm like, what? Just do the regular Jaguar right. I mean, what is this?
But you know, a
Right.
lot of people are imitating her on TikTok.
Are they really?
Really?
They are just making up stuff like, did you know the sun is really on the ground and we really up in the sky?
Stop.
Yeah, acting like her, like crazy stuff.
Because she be crazy. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But Pierce was over the top. I mean, she just seemed like I'm just going to wake up and say whatever I want to say with no truth.
Can you?
It just
Where
wasn't
can I
believable.
find this? Y'all don't send nothing in the group thing no more because I ain't seen none of this.
I know I ain't
It
sitting
was
nothing in
on
the group
TikTok.
thing.
I didn't know y'all was interested in it. I would have, because I told you I am.
He
down.
did.
I am on a Diddy and Donald
Yes.
Trump, RHOP.
But wait a minute though, before we hang up, because I know we didn't talk about everything under the sun.
Amen.
Okay, so Martell Holt,
What happened?
his court date is February 5th for
For what?
RP. For the RP. February 1st or 5th. I'll get the exact date and send it, but his date is scheduled. Okay.
What's the RP?
Revenge porn.
They didn't fit.
Harassing communication. Remember, he was
Oh,
found
okay.
guilty.
I thought they already did that.
No, he was found guilty. He hasn't been charged. I mean, he hasn't been sentenced or whatever. What do you call it? I don't know all the right terminology.
No, that was done. Did he appeal it? He did. He got a year probation. He must have appealed it.
A year probation.
Yeah, he got a year's probation and something else.
Something was just scheduled. The court starts.
He must have
February
appealed.
2025.
Said there's a real lawyer called. Y'all just girl, is that legal? Can you send me the information?
Yeah, Tori.
We
So
need
I'm gonna have to look up on the get the information on Martell, but he has a February 2025 court date. Latoria, do you know about the court date for Martell Holt? And
before we get off, because she's on a delay, so it's gonna be a minute before she answers you.
Yeah, he must have.
So, you know that Sandy, one of our loyal listeners, was impacted by the hurricane. I sent her some money. I know Tori visited her and sent her. Yes, Tori took stuff for her. They're like an hour away.
Sandy,
but she is
Sandy and Leslie, right?
Where's
Sandy
she
McCartney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was impacted by
my God.
hurricane. Yes.
Oh, so I did not know that.
I cashed her some money, and I told her if she needs some more, let me know. But we need to, all of our people, we really, and Milton's coming. Y'all be safe because it's another one coming. So I just wanted to say that before anything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you mentioned that. How'd you know about it? She DM'd
So
you
Tori
separately?
chat her up on a post.
Oh my God, I
Sandy.
haven't looked at those messages in forever.
And so I went to look and I saw it, and then I messaged her to see what else she needed. But yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was real nice. I'm glad you did that.
But Tori drove over an hour.
Did she?
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Tori, that was nice of you. Yeah, I never checked those messages. I'm glad somebody did. That's really so good, girl. Okay, yeah.
Somebody checking them.
Somebody got to be.
But yeah. So we want to just pray for everybody that's impacted.
Yes.
Y'all be safe because Milton's coming. And when I was at my conference, I was like in East Tennessee, and our electricity went off, so they ended my conference early that Friday. So I was driving.
Oh
home.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was bad.
Oh wow. Well, look, I hope everybody.
What city did y'all say she in?
Where is Sandy, Tori? I don't know. I
thought Sandy was in New York.
Where's Tori? She got to be close to where. Let me find, honey. It's probably on her post. Yeah, are y'all not friends with Sandy? Maybe not.
Victoria Joy, right? Just wait, see. Okay.
What is Joy right about? Joy, you right about something? Tori said it's a delay. I hate that. So
yeah.
But anyway, okay, y'all ready to get off here?
Yeah.
We'll see y'all Wednesday. Is that good for y'all? We're going to go over some hot topics, mainly P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And maybe some other stuff.
I sent you that stuff in
Yeah, I saw it. I'm about to look at it. I'm ready to. That's why I'm trying to get off. I'm ready to go down this rabbit hole tonight.
Okay. And Kempire be having some good follow-ups too. His videos are real good on the Diddy stuff. He be on it.
I would go to this other place Tori was saying is somebody that she's saying you just need to go to a girl. Is that legal? Let me look.
Yeah, here it is. It's girl. Is that legal? Yeah. So Tori's
that's the name of girl. Is that legal? Okay.
A Puff Daddy. Yeah.
So that's what we should have been doing when no show's on, which is doing hot topics. We'll do that next time.
It wasn't really it was some stuff going on, but kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Did all this just happen?
It was a lot of repetitive type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's been a lot going on, but it's been a lot of the same stuff, just updates and things.
Yeah. Well, find out Martell's date so we can talk about that too Wednesday.
Yeah. Excuse me. I will find out.
Oh, and then another thing we can talk about. They said, did you hear that Scott's got a spinoff?
Oh yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
They said the Scott's got a spinoff. They went live and said they the real stars of the show, and
he responded to it. I haven't heard his response, but he tried. I guess some people were questioning why would they get a show, and he responded. I haven't heard the response, but have y'all seen his Freaknik redo?
Who?
Wait a minute. Do y'all know what Freaknik is?
Yes, Mama. Yeah. Who?
I went.
Did you go?
I thought she was gonna be in the video. Okay.
But I said that even if I was, my last year was 95. I wasn't no whore like that. like that was like we went out. I was the girl that really went to party.
Yeah, a couple of my girlfriends were though. They went.
And soberly.
Yeah. But anyway, we can go offline if y'all still want to talk about this. I don't care, or stay on. But what's his name? Marsau. Yeah, so they got the flyer. He's gonna have Uncle Luke, and everything, and they're gonna do the Freaknik.
Yeah.
Is that what that was from?
Yeah.
Why is Callie putting? I thought you had lost your mind. I was like,
no.
I put it in the group.
Somebody put it somewhere.
I put it in the group. Mm-hmm.
So yes, I think he's trying to get people to dress up like they were back at the Freaknik and everything. And I'm thinking, stop. But when he said Uncle Luke was a part of it, I thought you play too much.
My knees hurt just thinking about that party.
Yeah. And Joy, they have a documentary of that on, I think on Tubi as well. I watched part of that last night.
What? I watched the Freaknik.
The Freaknik. You saw it?
Yeah, it was on Hulu.
Didn't it bring back memories? I wasn't there, but I remember it all.
Yeah, but the kind of stuff, when I was watching it, I kind of felt sad because the Freaknik is still, I know that they trying to revive it. That was kind of the end. But the Freaknik can still be going on right now had they turned it into a musical festival.
Yes, it
Because
would.
Oh, yeah.
everybody and they mama, the people that I literally met, no lie, Tupac at Freaknik 90, I think there was 4. And when I say kicked it, like was standing by for a long time and didn't even know he was standing right behind me.
See.
And my friend was taking some pictures and turned back around to come near me.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, I was like, what? I was like, what? She was like, so Pop. And I'm like,
Tori
what?
said she
I
said
looked, he
everything
was
smart.
right, he was smiling. He was
Cool.
so cool. She just posted the picture of him at Freaknik like 2-3 days ago.
See.
What?
Yeah.
I had to have taken.
Yeah. I never went, but I sure it was fun. Every time I knew my girlfriends were going down there, I was married at the time. And so I was not trying to be in the freak or the neat, but it looked like so much fun. It always sounded like so much fun. I'm sure there had to be something bad happen. Maybe I never heard anything bad about it.
See,
Did
the
you?
stuff that, oh yes, if you watch the documentary, they
Mhm.
kind of showed some of the bad stuff, but that was toward the end.
Yeah, because I
stopped
watched
and it
most
wasn't
of it.
the only thing that I specifically remember that could have been bad that I could see being an issue. You know, in the 90s, camcorders were on your shoulder.
Yeah,
They were
yes,
like those big ones.
yes.
I had one, and I have a Jeep, and my girlfriend was driving my Jeep. I had a drop top, for real, Geo
Wait a
green.
minute, not Joy with the drop top, okay?
Yes,
Drop
I had a
top?
drop top green. It was like a teal Geo tracker, and she was driving my car, and I was sitting on the back trying to film stuff. And a guy came by and ran and grabbed my camera out of my hand. And somebody saw it, and we jumped out the Jeep because we were going a quarter of a mile an hour, because it was wall-to-wall traffic, and got it back. But I didn't even think about stuff like that. Like, because we were so out, we had our purse and we just wasn't thinking.
Yes,
We
yeah.
just weren't thinking. And
Free.
Right.
Some
but it
people
was-
down there didn't even have rooms. They just went.
now, see, I always had a room.
I'd have to have room.
Yeah, I had a room. But one year we stayed at a friend of mine's house.
Mhm.
And one year we got a residence in a 2-bedroom suite. Now they charged us almost $200-$300 as a security deposit, and I had never done that before. And I ended up getting all that money back at the end, but I had never done that before. I was only like 22 at the time, 21, 22. But yeah, we had a ball. Like, in life, I always knew that was gonna be some of the weekends that I would describe, because we kicked it.
Yeah.
We kicked, and it was just wall to wall traffic, people dancing in the street. But it's so many parks in Atlanta in a relatively short space. Had they had music going in various parks at various times, it wouldn't have been like that. They weren't even thinking. It's really like no different than the Essence Fest. But if you can imagine today having all of these concerts at various parks in Atlanta and food trucks and you know what I mean? It could be like bomb.
Yeah.
Like, Freaknik could still be going on had we had the forethought to organize it like that.
Yeah, yeah. And it was funny to hear the people that organized it when he said he looked up and was watching the Cosby one day, and he said, I heard them talk about my festival, the Freaknik, on the Cosby show. He was like, my God.
Yeah.
So people just kind of took it over. Those were some good
It
good
literally
times.
just kind of started as these college kids that, white people used to go to, like, Fort Lauderdale. Like, that was a big thing during spring break. And it was, by the way, it was never our spring break. It was the 3rd week of April, which is pretty close to the end of
the year, yeah.
But it was the 3rd week of April. I don't know how I remember that, but it was the 3rd weekend of April. And it was word of mouth. There was no advertising. But the last year that I was there, I saw some signs that said, welcome to Freaknik. I do kind of remember that, because I used to, prior to this fire that I used to have videos, and I would watch it periodically. there was a female mayor that kind of embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
But when that lady left, or maybe it was a male that embraced it, and when he left, the lady that came, somebody came into power around 2006, and she hated, 96, they hated the Freaknik. They made it so unbearable for us to be there because they blocked streets. So you were stuck. You were essentially just going in the circle. So that means you couldn't get nothing to eat because everything downtown closed that weekend. You know what I mean? You know how unthoughtful that is, that you had a weekend where you have millions of people in, and there's not one restaurant downtown open.
And that was stupid on their part.
It's insane. But the traffic, and they would complain about the traffic and the traffic's inability to move. So that's why none of the businesses were open. And when I say none, there was none. There was no place to eat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You had to go 20 miles from downtown to find food. It was crazy. It was absurd.
And in Atlanta, that's 20 miles is like a 2-hour drive.
And it might not even be 20, but it may have taken you an hour and a half to get somewhere. Right. It was insane.
Yeah.
I remember that last time we stayed downtown, not the Peachtree, because we stayed on Peachtree. Not that that means anything, because it's a million of them. But it was a Residence Inn. And it was at that time, it wasn't a lot behind it. It was a whole lot of stuff in front of it, but it wasn't a whole lot behind it. And, this is 95. This is even pre the Olympics. So it just wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
Atlanta has grown crazily. It's insane how much it's grown.
I've never been a fan. I used to go down there in my early 20s when one of my girlfriends moved down there. But whenever we were there, it was so packed. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's
2 o'clock in the morning on the highway, you sitting still.
Yeah.
It was
and
weird.
At some parts, at some point on their highway, I can't even tell you what, but it was going downtown. They had 9 lanes going the same way.
Really?
Still wall-to-wall traffic.
See, that's ridiculous.
How is that even possible? I counted. One time I was pissed. I actually counted all of these lanes, and you're still stuck in traffic.
I wonder if any of that has changed. It's probably the same thing now.
Yeah, my daughter said, she moved closer to downtown in their second apartment, but she was all the way out in Sandy Springs. She was out there where Portia lived. And or lived. I don't know if she still lives out there. But her house that she owns, that her mama's in, is in Sandy Springs. But it took every bit of an hour to get downtown. Every bit of.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Every bit of.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
It is. All right, let's get up off of here. Let's get up off here. It's 8:03.
Oh, bye.
I was like, if y'all, we've been fun. Don't forget to chatter up. I didn't do our QR code.
We still streaming.
I was like, did y'all know we still streaming?
I didn't.
I started a live video. Y'all want me to say hi to her for y'all?
Who?
Contessa Metcalf.
No.
Hi.
You so silly.
From
we need to put our new logo on this thing.
I thought I did.
No.
Oh, I don't have it on here then.
Unless it just changed. Well,
on that QR code thing.
Okay, I was about to say because I know I put it on there. Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yes, on our StreamYard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and if you go and change that, can you also update our link tree onto our Threads page? Because I can't get.
Oh yeah, we need to do that too. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, bye.
All right, peace out, y'all.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Bye bye.
Peace.